Because that person said so. Absolutely not. This person's story is full of lies. People tend to form impressions of others without thinking logically, and they are more likely to agree with opinions that match their own thoughts, while they tend to have a negative impression of opinions that are the opposite of their own. Mr. Mina can believe this person's story, but just because you accept and repeat something doesn't necessarily mean it leads to the truth. Yumemi Makoto incident. Yumemi Makoto. At the time, the 27-year-old had returned to her family home in Tokyo's Taida Ward to give birth. Her physical condition after childbirth wasn't very good, so she was resting at her parents' house with her father, mother, and her older sister's daughter. However, on September 2nd, 1994 at around 7 p.m., Mayumi Makoto went out and never returned, according to her older sister Yoko. Mayumi said she was going to meet a friend. It seems she left the house after saying that. Mayumi had a 1.5-year-old daughter, but she left her daughter behind. Her disappearance became a case with suspicion of foul play, but initially there was little media coverage. The search was eventually called off, but from that time on, this case started to attract more and more attention. Yumemi Shin went missing on October 13th, 2011, 7 years prior. Tracking the footsteps of the missing person, television program Super J Channel follows the case. While investigating the truth about Mayumi-san's disappearance, a special feature is created. During the father's interview, someone resembling his wife appears behind him. A note is left on a nearby tree. The father, trusting his daughter's words, is filled with regret as the case progresses. Many mysteries remain unsolved. The case details and Yoko's testimony are provided. Let's trace the case up to now and examine the evidence. Here are the case details. Mayumi-san said she was going to meet a friend and left the house. Mayumi-san told her family she was meeting someone, but her friends said she had no such plans. This was evident from Mayumi-san's closet. A note was found. In that note, it was written about someone called A, who seemed to have some connection with Mayumi-san. The note revealed that Mayumi-san had been involved with another man, but ended the relationship. On the day of her disappearance, A called her multiple times, and she had plans to meet A that day. A met with Mayumi-san. Because of that, A said he was worried that if Mayumi-san was dead, he might be suspected. The investigation committee looked into this A. On March 9, 1995, about half a year after Mayumi-san disappeared, it was found that late at night, A was seen going into the mountains carrying 2 juice bottles. This information was reported. The police searched the area, but they didn't find anything, including the juice. I heard from one of Mayumi-san's friends that Mayumi-san was seen giving money to A. If that's true, it seems like there was some kind of trouble between Mayumi-san and A. I can't help but feel that A might be involved in some way with Mayumi-san's disappearance. That's all the details I have about this case so far. Based on Yuko's testimony, that's all we know. No other testimonies or information besides Yuko's have come up, no matter how much we've looked into it. Mayumi-san, who believes Yuko's story, might have gone to see, that's the story, but that's all there is to it. So is this story based solely on Yuko's testimony? Whether this information comes directly from the police investigation or someone with knowledge about it is uncertain. However, the claim that A was arrested by the police is false. That's all the information available about A. Whether this person actually existed or not is also uncertain. Everything is based solely on Yuko's testimony. So far, many have noted odd and unnatural aspects in Yuko's testimony. For instance, only Yuko claims to have heard Mayumi-san say she was meeting a friend, which no one else has confirmed. Did she really say she was going to meet a friend and then leave? A note found in Mayumi-san's closet hinted at a connection with someone called A. The note's authorship by Yuko couldn't be confirmed, and she denies writing it. Until Yuko brought up A, her father and others were unaware of the possibility of Mayumi-san having another relationship. Personally, I don't think she was hiding out at her parents' house. I think it's a bit hard to believe that she would have a relationship with another man while she had a small child. Among the family, the only one who met with A was Yuko, and all the information about A comes only from Yuko's testimony. Despite A's existence, the investigation agency's findings regarding A still had some peculiarities. If you look at the pose of holding 2 juice bottles late at night, it seems like you could observe the details of the other person's hands while keeping a distance that doesn't make the other person feel uncomfortable, even late at night. Experienced investigators usually shine a light to confirm things up to that point. It's necessary, but without clear limits, it seems like a fabrication. This is Yoko's testimony based on breaking important evidence or the investigation committee's findings. Again, I can't judge these statements as credible at all. If these testimonies were actually Yoko's lies, then why would she need to lie in the first place? I think Yoko's actions themselves symbolize the depth of this case, and regarding Yoko, various rumors are spreading. There were also unfounded rumors about Mayumi Shin. I don't really know about any bad relationship with Mayumi, but that's a matter for the family. I think the family was aware of the relationship between the two. I can't say for sure whether Youko had delusions or not, but the unnaturalness and lack of credibility in her testimony made it hard for me personally to believe her story. So, I don't think this is the end of the matter. Mr. Rio's whereabouts are unknown. Are you aware that there is a website called the Association for Supporting the Families of the Missing? On that site, there is a list of people who have gone missing. In fact, Miss Mayumi Makoto was also listed on this list from the past. A note on the site requests information about a 2015 photo of Mayumi Makoto. While concerning, the site indicates that those safely found have been reunited with families or contact has been established. Thank you for your cooperation. The case has been resolved in some way, but I can't help feeling uneasy. It's been 2 years since the story about my older sister Mayumi was broadcast on television, and as of 2013, she is still missing. A search request has been confirmed under the family name. There are likely people with information about Mayumi and Yoko's disappearances. Despite this, I hope they are found unharmed, as their cases remain unsolved. Many unnatural and suspicious points remain in this unresolved, unique case. If new information arises, I would like to cover it in a video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching.